Public access to data is really deeply rooted in the governor's agenda for New York State. Open New York, as it's known, and Executive Order 95 are really the cornerstone of this commitment. And the thrust of it is to utilize data to create efficiencies, promote transparency, and very citizen-centric to create citizen engagement. We've been very proactive in our publication of publishable data, and it's really promoting New York State for the good. You can use that data to do mashups, to understand the landscape of New York State, to either live there, to work there, to visit, to study in New York State, and to do business in New York State, because we have a wide range of data sets, and historically they've been held in data silos and very really linear. We're going horizontal, and it's breaking down silos. And that's the phenomenon, and that's where we're headed with data in New York State. It's really important to know that raw data that rests on an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV, that's fine, but really it's getting the data not into the right hands, but into the hands of everyone who could use it, public information. How do you make data consumable? Whether you're the least sophisticated technologically or the most sophisticated. Visualizations, the phrase a picture's worth 1,000 words didn't come by accident. The visualizations are powerful and they serve to explain extraordinarily complex data in really just a moment's glance. So what we're doing on the platform is we're using the visualizations that are available to take very, very dense data. Maybe it has tens of columns. We have millions of rows of data sets. So that it is kind of bulky for the average person to parse through. So we use the filters to focus on what's really important in that data set and chunk it up for them. We use maps to create a heat map. Here's where most solar installations are. Here where all the farmers markets are. Here are all the SUNY campuses. There's a SUNY campus within 30 miles of every New Yorker. It goes right into the governor's priority of Startup New York. So when you use visualizations and charts and graphs, the new data lens that Socrates just came out with, where you could do cross-filtering, it's fabulous. And you could click on a county on a map, and everything that relates to that particular county in that data set shows up not only on the table, but it cross-filters in all the other bars. Really powerful. We want it to be interactive. We don't want a static experience. We have a really extensive range of data on our platform. We have data that ranges from tax and finance, housing, economic development, transportation, health, recreation, energy, environment, transparency. Fantastic data, plus fantastic visualizations. It's a game changer in terms of understanding and letting agencies and government employees ingest their own information. I mean, that's really key. We talk about citizen engagement, but we also need it to inform decisions. And we need to use our own data, as agencies are doing, to look at it in a different way. We could target initiatives based upon data. We kind of knew something was happening, and it's not only that one or two people who are data scientists or analysts in the agency, but it's really opening it up to many more people, and we are getting better decisions and reaching our objectives much quicker. We have MTA, Metropolitan Transportation Authority, turnstile usage data. So this is really a cool data set. So what it's showing is the turnstile usage literally at every single turnstile in the New York City subway station. So why is that important? Well, for a certain sector of analysts, it's great for data mining. And what we've done is we've taken that data, because we also want to show people the utility of it. Data in its raw form, it may not speak to people. So that's why now we're venturing into data stories. We have to contextualize the data. And so we used Tableau Public, and we created a visualization, and it was amazing because all of a sudden you have different graphs and charts that really showed what was going on the MTA turnstiles. We have another incredibly popular data set, solar installations. For green energy, there was a huge priority on the part of the governor for New York Sun. And solar installations is a really, really popular data set. It shows the city and the county where the solar installations are. They've been growing at a tremendous rate. We've had a huge initiative on the part of the governor to promote wineries, breweries, cideries. And you can see from the data, we map it, and we have little nice icons so if someone wants to take a trip. They also want to visit the different farmers markets. A great anecdote actually about the farmers markets. There was an innovation challenge early on and was to address a twin epidemic of diabetes and obesity. So Department of Health has a lot of information on school obesity rates and all the other types of health related data one would presume that the Department of Health would have. What else could help reduce diabetes and obesity? Well, farm fresh food and produce. So the farmers market data set became quite valuable, as well as bike trails data sets, hiking trails data sets, state parks, the points and the maps. So all of a sudden, no longer are we looking just within ourselves to solve problems, but now we're looking across sectors and partnering where we heretofore really never looked. We've grown fivefold since we started. We are accessed in over 195 countries and territories around the world. Over 10,500 cities, including 7,500 in the United States. We have over 118 million records to date. So we have really grown in leaps and bounds, and it's only about 29, 30 months. We launched in March 2013. We've been recognized by NASCIO, the National Association of State Chief Information Officers. They recognized our Open Data Handbook, which was also a first and unprecedented in terms of the substance and the release of it. We also recognized by the Washington-based Center for Data Innovation for our quality. We received all top marks for our quality. For the United Kingdom, the Open Data Institute, we were a finalist for the Publisher Award. The Publisher Award goes to that jurisdiction who is recognized for high publishing standards for complex data. And all of these were unsolicited. We've really had a steady pace, steady recognition, and New York State's become a trusted and respected leader in the open data sector. Data will be transformative as we move forward. We're in a digital age, and those who use data to drive decision making will have much more success achieving their goals than those that don't. We change the way we interact about public services and with our citizens. We hold it in the palm of our hands, and at times now, even in our watch. So in order to have the best services available possible, we need to change with the times.